Hello, everybody. Welcome to Inspiration 44 for December 28th, 2012. I am your lovable host, Stacy Harp. And today's inspirational thought, actually it's not really, it's just my audio journal, is titled When Facebook Friends Become Real. Now, I don't know about you, but on Facebook there are different ways to meet people. No, actually that's not true. On Facebook, here's what you find out. Okay. On Facebook, there are, well, no, how do I say this? Obviously I didn't think this through, but that's not the first time, right? Okay. On Facebook, you see people in a different light. Okay, like for example, some of your friends on Facebook are actually people that you know. So, like, for example, maybe you work with them, or you go to church with them, or you go to school with them, or something like that. So you're like, hey, you know what? Me and you are in algebra class. I want to be your friend, and click, and so you're BFFs in algebra, and so you become friends. You're classmates. I have a number of friends from when I was in graduate school on Facebook. And then you have friends from church, if you go to church. And so then you connect with those friends, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna do that, right? And then you have those friends who all of a sudden they just pop into your life because all of a sudden somehow you got connected to them on Facebook, and you've never met these people in your whole life in person, and you've never talked to them. But they think that they know you because they watch all your status updates and they stalk you online and they comment on everything that you say and all that other stuff. No, there are some people that do that, but there are other people that don't. Anyway, so you have these different types of friends. Well, it's really interesting to me because what you learn about your real friends by watching them online is sometimes you go, oh my gosh, I can't believe that they actually wrote that. And then you become all judgmental because you're like, I cannot believe that you, Pastor so-and-so, would actually write that on your Facebook page. I cannot believe that you like, the Red Hot Chili Peppers or whatever, And then you wonder, man, do I want to go to that church? Because that pastor's like, he's into heathen music. He likes Rush, Okay, that's a joke, just so you know. Okay, and I'm just saying pastors in general, because I know a number of pastors. All right. Or, but then you have the person again who you've never met, right? But like all of a sudden you're bonding because you're like, wow, you like Star Wars? So do I. That's an amazing thing. Or, oh, one of your favorite books is the Bible? Oh my gosh, it's my book too! That's my favorite book! Or, you like Elvis? Oh my! You know what? So did my mom! My mom liked Elvis! Man, we have so much in common! And so all of a sudden, this person who you've never really met, you're all of a sudden feeling really, really close to, right? Because all of a sudden, you like have all these things in common. But what happens when you actually meet that person in real life? Is it really going to be what you expect, or is it something completely different? Well, for me, today I had an opportunity to meet one friend on Facebook who really I didn't know too well. Just know from, the fact that we both like to read and we're both, highly intelligent women, and we're both very good looking and humble and stuff, just so you know. And we're both brave enough to actually meet some weirdo at a undisclosed location when it was requested, right? No, just kidding. Yeah, like at the house I'm staying at. So, no, I'm just kidding. But it is interesting because maybe I would have never met this person in real life anywhere. I probably would have never met them, right? Because they live in a completely different area than I do. I mean, in fact, where I'm at right now, I'm just passing through, really, so. But it is interesting, isn't it? It's interesting how Facebook has given you, it gives you a different perspective about other people. Because your real friends, I put that in quotes, the ones that you think you really know, all of a sudden you're seeing things about them that you would never know if you didn't know them on Facebook. And then your quote fake friends, they they are people you're like bonded with, but if you ever met them in person, would you really like them? And maybe you would. It's interesting because a lot of people meet their spouses online now. I know a number of people who met their spouses online. I met one of my best friends online, and when I met him in real life, even though we had been communicated and online and video chat and audio chat, we got to know each other. There was still a totally, completely different dynamic actually meeting the person in person, because there you're actually seeing the whole person. So it's interesting as I've been thinking about it today. It's been a blessing. I've never had a bad experience, fortunately, meeting an actual person online. I've had a lot of disrespectful haters who have attacked me online, primarily from the homosexual community. But there's also been quite a few intolerant, hateful, political wackos out there as well on the conservative side. So, and yet I think though the category those people are in, I don't think most of them would have the courage to say or do the things to my face that they do online. And a lot of them remain anonymous as well. So it is interesting. So, I don't know, just those are my thoughts. When Facebook friends become real, and then the other flip is that when real friends become just Facebook friends, it's a completely different perspective. Have you had that? Have you guys had that? Have you had that? Have you had that perspective? Have you had that? I'm not even saying this really well, but you know what I'm trying to say. What has your experience been? Has your experience changed? Has your impression changed of a real person because you've seen them on Facebook versus meeting somebody on Facebook and then you actually meet them in real life? Is it different than what you thought? That's just my question. If you want to follow me at Twitter, you can do that at the number 44 inspiration. Just my way of saying you can follow me over there too if you want. Alright, that's it for now. Until later, this is Inspiration 44, signing off.